जुलाई की 12 शनिवार की सुबह है, टेड के मंच पर लाल गोल सी जगह है, बोल भाव लय ताल का संग है, कथक के अंग में कविता का रंग है. What I just recited is a poem known as a kavita in Hindi. Now if I recite these same lines in rhythm, this is how it will sound. जुलाई 12 शनिवार की सुबह है, टेड के मंच पे लाल गोल सी जगह है, बोल भाव लय ताल संग है, कथक अंग कविता का रंग है. Now didn't this sound like I was reciting a rap? Well, we are all familiar with rap music, but little did we know that this form of poetry, recitation in rhythm, has long existed in India and forms a significant aspect of the North Indian classical dance form Kathak. We refer to this as a Kavit composition. Today, I, Shriya Popat, a Kathak exponent and educator, am going to share with you the significance of a Kavit composition, the rap in Kathak. Let me take you through the key elements of a Kavit composition, starting with the first element, which is the lay and tal. A Kavit is often recited in a specific constant tempo, which is typically fast-paced, and it is composed in a tal or a cycle of beats in a manner that the words actually follow the structure of the divisions of the tal. This gives the Kavit its structure, its framework, and can be understood as the skeletal system of the Kavit. The second and most important element of a Kavit is the literature. In Kathak, mostly Kavit compositions make use of Sanskrit, Avadhi, or Hindi literature. And the topics are typically describing gods and goddesses, such as a Durga Kavit, a Shiv Kavit, so on and so forth. This literature is through what the subject matter of the Kavit flows, just like the blood of the human body. And so this can be understood as the circulatory system of the Kavit. The third element is the percussive bols or the Nritta bols. Now, along with words from Hindi literature, Sanskrit literature, bols of the instruments like the pakhavaj or tabla, such as takita dhikita or dhatete dhatete, are also included, or the nritta sounds like tathei tatathei, to add to the emotion or the story being conveyed. To give you an example, I would like to quote a few lines of a Durga Kavit composed by my Guruji, Acharya Pandit Anupam Rai ji. धित 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 धन्य मातु महाबाक बानी अरुधा किड़तक धुम किड़तक धगत धगत गरजत कर खड़ग शूल कालिका भवानी मृणानी माँ चंडी त्रिकाला त्रक धित 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 सिंह चढ़ी हति कराल हति निशुंभ शुंभ काहि मुंड दलिब महिषनाशी दानव दल दलनी रक्त बीज धुमकिड़तक रुद्रानी शुंभ दैत्य अति प्रचंड तान धिकिट धिधित तान जीत्यो जो सुरन भीर घिनन घिनन त्राहि माम. So you see how these percussive bowls add energy and breathe life into the composition, and so this can be understood as the respiratory system of the Kavit. The fourth element is the tihai. A tihai is a phrase repeated thrice to conclude any rhythmic composition. For example, Prathama Pujya Anupam Ganapati Takdhum Kirtak Jai 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 Takdhum Kirtak Jai 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 Takdhum Kirtak Jai Jai Jai. This is a tihai of a Ganesh Kavit composed by Guruji. The fifth element is the emotion or the main rasa of the composition. Now I can have a Shiv Kavit which describes the angry form or the calm form or the energetic form perhaps of Lord Shiv. However, this emotion decides what literature and what bols to add in the composition, and it conveys the essence of the Kavit, so it can be understood as the heart of the composition. Lastly, the choreography. Now, what is initially just a vocal or rhythmic composition is transformed with the help of appropriate hand gestures, body movements, spins, footwork, and facial expressions to bring the story and the subject alive before the spectators. It is this version which is retained by the viewers and can be understood as the face of the Kavit composition. Now that we know these key elements, let me take you through the significance of a Kavit composition in Kathak. Kathak began as a medium of storytelling. Today, it is a repertoire performed like a recital in a specific order with a variety of compositions. In our ancient Indian texts, dance is referred to as nritya. Yes? Nritya can be defined as nrit plus natya equals to nritya, where nritya refers to only the rhythmic movement of body parts. Natya refers to the use of facial expressions to emote. And nritya is the confluence of the two. So all our Indian classical dance forms, including Kathak, are nritya. In Kathak, rhythmic compositions like todas and parans form the nritya aspect. Abhinay compositions on literature or melodious songs form the abhinay or the natya aspect. And Kavit, on the contrary, in my understanding, is both rhythmic as well as expressive. While rhythmic compositions require briskness and rigorous practice, Abhinay compositions require subtle, nuanced body language, control over your facial muscles. But a Kavit composition requires a dancer to do both. It is as if you must have heard the phrase, "Oh, you dance like poetry in motion." Now you can substitute it with, "You dance like it is rap in motion," because the movements are constantly changing. So through this one composition, the writer and the dancer can educate, entertain, as well as evoke emotions in the minds of the audience. Today, I would like to take the opportunity to share some of the rare gems of Kavit compositions composed by my Guruji, Nad Nritya Yogi, Acharya Pandit Anupam Rai Ji. I will be highlighting the key aspects and take you through his literary and rhythmic genius and the sheer vastness of the possibility of Kavit as a composition. Let me begin with a Kavit which is composed in a specific tal. Now, as I said, a tal is a cycle of a specific number of beats. I'm quoting a Shiv Kavit Paran in Dhamar Tal. Dhamar Tal is a cycle of 14 beats, the divisions of which are 5, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can see how this Shiv Kavit is following this structure. Damad, dad, damad, dad, dim, dim, dimik, dimik, damaru, har, har. Pratham naad bajat ninad sushruti dhvanit sutra maheshwar. So on and so forth. Or a Kavit which is composed in a decimal tal. So Guruji has actually contributed and composed a tal of 22.5 beats, which is a division of 12 and 10.5. Now how do you calculate that last 1.5 beat? You recite 3 beats but in double speed. So it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how. So quoting a few lines of a Shiv Kavit in this 22.5 beat time cycle. Dhidhit taan trak dhit dhit trak dhit takit taan dhit katan katit katan katit katan katit kat 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 निराकार निर्गुण निरंकार शिव देवेश शिव सर्वेश शिव कल्याण रूप घेघेन नाना ना दिव्य तत्व परम निर्विकार मूला धार जीवाधार जगदाधार. A Kavit composition can also be composed in a specific jati. A jati is a groove. So there are 5 tal jatis, 3s, 4s, 5s, 7s and 9s, known as Tisra, Chatushra, Khand, Mishra and Sankirn jati. So now the composition will not only follow the structure of the tal, but every beat will have only that many syllables as per the groove of the composition. Quoting a few lines of a kavit in Tisra Jati, which is describing the Govardhan Leela of Lord Krishna. Takit dhikit takit dhikit takit dhikit takit dhikit dha ghadan dhit ghadan dhin ghadan dhe ghadan Indra ko prakop shuddha mukt kop kruddha hoy dhagdanak tirkit tak dhagdanak tirkit tak dhe dhe tan braj mandal mahi sakal pralay mahakal hoy नर नारी चहु और इत उत भागत धावत त्राहि त्राहि हेतु प्रकट नंद नंदन कृष्ण चंद इंद्रकोप वर्षा से ब्रज बचाए कृपा सिंधु गिरि उठाए बाम हस्त कनिका पर दीन बंधु. Or a kavit composition describing the beauty of baby Krishna, which is composed in Khand Jati. तक तकिट तक तकिट तक तकिट तक तकिट नंद जसुमति नंद श्री कृष्ण मुख चंद गोप गोपी ग्वाल नारी नर सकल ब्रज के चंद घुम घुम घुघर केश अति सरस रत्नेश शशि भाल तिलक सुख दरस कर आनंद लौलेश श्यामल छटा गौर कटिकाछनी ठौर रुन झुनक पग पैजनी सौर मंडल मुकुट मोर. Or a kavit in Mishra Jati, sevens, describing the story of the golden deer, Lord Ram and Ma Sita. तकिट तक धिन तकिट तक धिन तकिट तक धिन तकिट तक धिन धाकत धान धा धावति धतुन मृग तकति तक तक जानकी रघुनंद कर धनुधर धगेन धावंती वन उपवन पवन गति गमन पुनि ठिठकन तकन पुनि पुनि मदन छवि राम की कंचन मृग मारत तथै कर चाप शर संधान धा कंचन मृग मारत तथै कर चाप शर संधान धा कंचन मृग मारत तथै कर चाप शर संधान धा. Guruji's compositions range from a variety of topics like rasas or elements of nature or festivals such as Holi and Diwali. One of his compositions actually described the different chapters of Kathak itself, quoting a few lines of Maharas Kavit in Sankirn Jati. तक तकिट तक धिन तक तकिट तक धिन तक तकिट तक धिन तक तकिट तक धिन नटति नित नटकट क्रीडति लय ताल जाति यति मात्रा क्रिया मार्ग काल अंग उप आंग अरु प्रत्यांग मुद्रा चलन मुरन हसन ललित कला भाल थाट तोड़ा तत्कार बाट परन लाग डांट उरप तिरप अरु भ्रमरी. These are all the different angas of Kathak described in this kavit. Moving on to the literary richness in Guruji's compositions. The first one, I'm going to quote an example where the use of figure of speech alliteration, which is known as Anupras Alankar in Hindi literature. So this is a Krishna kavit which begins with the repetitive use of the syllable ka. के की कंठ की कमल नयन कुकु कानन कुंडल किरीट बनमाला. Or an Ardhanarishwar kavit which describes the beauty of Lord Shiv and Ma Parvati. दक्षिणांग शिव आदि देव धेट धेट क्रधान धेट धान तान जय बामांगी पार्वती मातु दिग दिगत गेन थुन 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 जय जय इत डमरू डिम डिमिक डिमिक डिम उत्कर में कंगन किंग किंग किन भाल चंद्रमा मंद्र सुहावन कुमकुम तिलक मातुमन भावन जटाजूट मध गंग विराजे कुंतल चोटी पुष्प सुसाजे व्याघ्रांबर शिव अंग विराजे कंचुकी शील मातु तन साजे. This kavit actually ends with a beautiful sentence. शिव बिन आद्य शक्ति नगन नगन शक्ति बिना शिव शव लगन लगन. Shav is a dead body. Lastly, I would like to demonstrate how a kavit can be educational in nature. It can educate about the itihas of Bharat, for example, the excerpts of the Ramayana. Guruji's Sita Swayamvar Kavit, I will be quoting a few lines, which describes the entire tale of how Ma Sita got married to Lord Ram. धन्य धन्य क्षिति क्षितिज धनमान रचो स्वयंवर मिथिलेश जनक वसुधा तनया निज सुता मिथक धान धान धन भंज शिव धनुष प्रण पूरण करण मंत्र आयुष. Who all were invited? भूपति, गढ़पति, नरपति, सुरपति, गुरु सन अवधेश तनय द्वय उत. Ram and Lakshman also came with Rishi Vishwamitra. कतिट तान तान ता तान धा धान धा तान धान तान भूप भय सकल विफल थक हार हार निराश जनक सभागार. None of the kings were able to lift the Shiv's bow and arrow. But Lord Ram came to rescue. विश्वामित्र गुरु आज्ञामान राम शंभु धनुनत कर प्रणाम कर उठाय भंजन धनु सकाम इत उत सकल लोक जय जयकार सुमन वृष्टि नभ भई अपार जनक नंदिनी प्रकट ही हार दारन मुद जय माल गलहार प्रकृति पुरुष द्वैत अद्वैत लख सीता राम राम सीता तक. I would like to conclude my talk by a performance on this very Sita Swayamvar Kavit to demonstrate how multiple characters and the story, the subject, by just switching the body language can be brought alive through a Kavit composition.
किट तक धूम किट धान 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 किट तक किट तान किट दे किट धान धन्य धन क्षिति क्षितिज धन मान रचो स्वयंवर मिथिलेश जनक वसुधा तनया निज सुता मिथक धान धान धन भंज शिव धनुष प्रण पूरण करण मंत्र आयुष भूपति गढ़पति नरपति सुरपति गुरु सन अवधेश तनय द्वय उत्कटित तान तान धा धा धान धा धान धा तान धान तान भूप भय सकल विफल थक हार हार निराश जनक सभा गार घेघेता 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 धान विश्वामित्र गुरु आज्ञा मान राम शंभु धनु नत कर प्रणाम कर उठाय भंजन धनु सका इत उत सकल लोक जय जयकार सुमन वृष्टि नभ भई अपार जनक नंदिनी प्रकट ही हार दारन मुद जय माल गलहार प्रकृति पुरुष द्वैत अद्वैत लख सीता राम राम सीता तक परिणय प्रणय युगल अनुपम नत प्रणाम था नत प्रणाम था नत प्रणाम था ता था परिणय प्रणय युगल अनुपम नत प्रणाम था नत प्रणाम था नत प्रणाम था ता था परिणय